All right, y'all, so let's talk about this. So, this sicko, Chud the Builder, this racist piece of shit named Chud the Builder, we all know his story. Well, I was watching some videos on social media, and I have the video in my phone, but I'm not going to upload it because all of a sudden it will violate YouTube guidelines, even though the video is on here and people are talking about it. So here's a chick who calls herself Cat Black, salute to her. She basically is telling the story of Chud the Builder. And basically, the white guy who was that was the first video I saw, the female that was pegging your boy Chud the Builder, building his bitch ass over, bending him over and building up in his ass, right? She spoke about what happened. You see, Chud tried to speak about it and brush it off as if like it was nothing or like it was some experiment, right? But what he didn't make known is that she provides the services, that she's a top, and that's what she does. She finds submissive men that like to get bent over and be dominated, right? Well, at the end of the day, him and all these other racist pieces of shit, all these other white supremacists, the same thing with them. See, they have these double lives, these closet lives. Maybe I haven't watched this whole video. Maybe she will let the video or play the video. And this person, basically is giving her a take. This is the first time I watched like the first 30 seconds and then I said, no, let me stop it because I want to speak on this myself, but I want to see where she's going to go with it. So yeah, let's listen to what your boy Chud the Builder, she's probably going to play that clip, but posting the video itself, now you know how that goes. It's always oh, but we have to protect our races. All you social media platforms are racist and you should be ashamed of yourselves. And that's for real. It violates community guidelines, but the videos are on your platform. Anyway, let's hear what she has to say.
There are a lot of white cross-dressers out there who love black dick. This is a really funny, predictable thing to come out. I expect for white supremacists to be particularly into black dick. It's not even remotely shocking to me. Name a better fucking pair, honestly. I don't think white supremacists sit around and think about anything more than black dick. I'm sure you guys have heard of this guy, Chud the Builder. For those of you guys who are lucky enough not to know anything about him, Chud the Builder is basically a talentless hack who goes around calling black people the N-word. And when those black people predictably get upset, he yells, "Oh, you're chimping out, you're chimping out." And the whole idea is he's supposed to try to make this point about the N-word and about how much control the N-word has over black people. And this, of course, has led to him shooting somebody. And it looks like he's going to be in jail for quite some time because of it. So apparently Chud the Builder, like a large segment of men who identify as heterosexual, is into pegging. And he actually ran into a black woman who used to peg him.
By a black woman.
Who has since come out and shared more about her personal relationship with him. With any other person, I'd be like, wow, this is kind of progressive.
Let me add before she goes forward. Chud only spoke of this on his own. More than likely, in case shit gets out, he already talked about it and tried to make it like it was some experiment with the chimp to just see what it was like, but he didn't mention the pegging part. See, he wanted to make it seem like he sodomized this nigger woman. I took her and did what I wanted with her and threw her away like trash. Not the case. And pretty much this is why the woman had spoke out. She said, if you're going to tell a story, tell the actual story. Don't leave things out. She understood what he was trying to do. And of course, his bitch racist ass didn't think he'd be in jail right now.
But with this guy, it was more like Oh no, this is predictable. That's what I would have imagined he'd be into. Shout out to
Soft
Carlos
bitch.
King, who had this clip in one of his videos. I could not find it for the life of me. I'm gonna play it for you guys, and you guys will see exactly what I mean.
I don't really remember you, but you do look familiar. No, I'm Dalton. I've always been Dalton, but I am a Chud.
Right. You're not my Dalton. You used to come to my house. I fed you.
Yeah, you were cool as shit. I remember you. I don't remember you that much, but I do remember I know you. See, we got roots. Hey.
So he's walking down the street. I don't know if you probably can't hear her. The woman is in the car. She's saying, "You're Chud. I used to peg you." "Oh, I don't remember you that much, but you were cool." "Oh, you don't remember her, but she was cool." He tried to get the fuck away from that car. He's walking away, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Dalton. I've always been Dalton, but I'm a Chud." Yeah, your bullshit comes back to you, piece of shit. So now he's walking up to another female, or she stopped him. I don't know. Let's see what's happening
You
here.
scared me a little bit when you came up like that.
You helped me when you were following Liver King. But before you were following Liver King, you used to sell me Miami. I fed you before.
It's been a long time. But I healed you.
Wait, she's telling him, she's out the car. The woman is telling Chud, they're face to face. She's telling him, she read something that he was saying, like, I helped something. I used to sell me weed and I pegged you. She's telling him to his face. Now, do you hear him even denying being pegged? And this is a black woman, right? But he's, so I don't know if you can hear her voice. But that's what she's saying to him. And she read to him something that he texted her. A racist piece of shit. And it's like I told you, you can be in relationships with somebody racist. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've spoke to people where I had a white coworker who told me her baby is from a black man, and her so-called white friend got mad at her and told her, "Well, fuck you and your nigger baby. Next time you need somebody to watch your nigger baby, don't call me." Yet she's the so-called godmother of this nigger baby. And they get mad at each other. My mother told me I should never have married a black man. I should have never married a nigger. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it. No, you meant to say it. Then you got these relationships where people get to live their little taboo fantasies. You like this pussy nigger? Huh? Eat this pussy, you black nigger. My parents owned your parents. My grandparents had your parents on the cotton field, nigger. This is your place underneath me. They like this kind of shit. Because you got these coon-ass sellout niggas that like that kind of shit too. And this is what this motherfucker doing. She's face to face telling him, I pegged you. Let's listen.
Stomach by teaching you how to eat real food?
Yes, yes. So that's
What was your name again?
I'm Lana. But that's
Lana.
why I'm confused what happened to you. Because you're not racist. I know that.
I'm dead at like.
Wait, she said, I'm confused. What happened to you? Because you're not racist. I'm like, what is this, right? So he was trying to pretend he wasn't the person that she was talking about. No, Lana, he is racist. So she just said her name is Lana, but she's confronting him. No, he is racist. See, understand something. Living out some bullshit fantasy, or even just whatever, whether it's some straight or gay shit, whatever it is, this racist piece of shit would never bring you home to his family. This is my woman, or I want to have babies with her, I want to marry. He would never do that with a black person or person of color. No, he is a racist piece of shit. You don't kill somebody black or sit up here and say the things he said and do what he do because it's a prank or I'm not really racist. No, he was always racist. It's not what happened to him. See, the problem is people don't care what you are when they're making money with you. Like if he openly said he was a racist, she probably would have still did it to make money with him or off of him or whatever, right? So he's standing here right now. Let's listen. They're face to face.
There's this white girl right behind.
Well, she's not talking anymore. Of course, this woman is continuing. Cat Black, so let her go on, and I'll stop it at some point. I want to see if she's going to get back to the video, or she's going to get to the point where the part where the lady is talking, where you can hear her better, where she's making it known what she did. But she's confronting Chud. She's right in front of him, confronting him.
I heard she was like, let's like she's killing me. She's so
the white
funny.
chick behind her is laughing.
So you can see they obviously recognize.
Yeah, there's a white woman behind her that's laughing because she hears the conversation, and you don't hear him denying him getting pegged by this black woman either, do you? He's standing here talking to her, looking stupid.
each other. Like, they obviously know each other, so keep that in mind for what is to come.
But that's
Lana.
why I'm confused what happened to you. Because you're not racist. I know that. I bet you.
But so you believe in freedom of speech?
I do.
So I should be allowed to say it too, right?
Right, but you
Then
also
that's the
have
whole
to
point.
understand
That's it.
people don't have emotional intelligence. They can't.
Is that my fault?
But listen, you gotta be careful.
It's just a lie. There have been some videos and pictures.
So he says he's not racist. He just believes in freedom of speech. Okay. If freedom of speech lets you sit here and say, you see that 10-year-old girl? I know she's only 10, but if I had the chance, I'd bone her brains out. Then say, I'm not a child molester or a rapist or have that mindset. I just believe in freedom of speech. That's what you're doing, asshole. So her name is Lana. He says he remembers her. Now he's saying he's not racist. He's basically just into freedom of speech. This is the same guy that said he's going to shoot a chimp and have it. The headlines are going to read a chimp has his brains blown all over the sidewalk, and that's when the race war is going to start. And he purposely goes and fucks with black people. Do you see him fuck with white people? Anybody? If it's about freedom of speech, is he walking up to white people calling them white trash, rednecks, and all that, and pulling guns on them? No, we know what his deal is. But again, you have these racist pieces of shit, just like slave owners. Slave owners were screwing the slaves, male and female. So what does that mean? Because you'll have sex with one, but you're getting pegged. You're not even getting up inside of her. She's going up inside of your bitch, bent over, dick in the booty ass motherfucker you. But this is what he's doing. Yeah, go figure, right? Oh man, this is great. Because I hope every one of these motherfuckers in prison find out about this. Because when they find out how you done got bent over out in the street by this black woman, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you need to live a complete hell while you're in that prison.
Pictures of Chud the Builder that have come out where he is cross-dressed. Yeah?
Yeah.
In fact, let's find them.
And he was a cross-dresser.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Some of my best friends are cross-dressers.
Yeah, that's your business, but yeah.
A neutral thing. Check out the article that I wrote in my website, blackinthecity.com, about Brian Nome. I'll put that in the link below. Wait, this is a picture that's been going viral. It's of him in a fairy costume.
Dressed like a fairy. Look at him.
There's also one of him in a little blonde 32 piece. It's a lot. I'm just going to tell you what I know. There are a lot of white cross-dressers out there who love black dick. That's all I know. That's what I know. And sometimes these cross-dressers who are particularly
I pretty much heard all I need to hear from her. You got a lot of these racist motherfuckers who low-key are into, hold up, it looks like she's letting the woman speak. I think this is the same video I seen of that woman. Okay, that's what I want to get to. This is the woman named Lana. Let's get into this.
Added the other video to his video. So I'm going to play this video and give you guys my reaction to it.
It's literally in my bio. I'm only bringing this up because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work. Great. In the caption, it said that black woman who used to mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it for a very long time now. Most of my clientele is white men. We signed NDA agreement. I talk about me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key. Confidentiality is why my client list is so long. But Chud mentioned it first. I think that he said it the way he said it because the white supremacists were probably like, ew, you used to hang out with black girls, shame on you. And they had to make it sound good. So me talking about this is what my brand is about. Let's expose it. So yeah, pre-bitch with a big. I have known Dalton since like 2015. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? What if the when he was a virgin. And I'm having a hunch that you probably have to fix me and my clay. We can start small, buddy. I got you. But you don't have to rap. Like, if you're going to say that, say the whole truth, okay? Why do I play? Because it's a hustle and it helps me get through college. I'm still in college. It will forever be a top because I had a surgery 3 years ago. The doctor up and chopped me up. You don't believe me? The link is in the bio. I have been this way my whole life. My ex-girlfriend can vouch for me. I am a top. I men and I women with my bisexual, but gay. And that's just that on that. I don't know what else y'all want me to say. So I'm not going to give this any more attention. Today is Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. I'm not bringing this into next week. Stop asking me where can you find Chud. He's on Broadway. The same way I found him, you can go find him too.
How did you feel when you initially saw him doing what he was doing?
I was in disbelief because that wasn't my Dalton. That wasn't the guy I used to kick it with. That wasn't the guy that I loved. Like, is this? So I couldn't believe it. It's like he's dressed up as a cowboy. He's saying that he's doing that. I could not accept that. So I took it upon myself to go and find him. I literally prayed when I saw the video because I had a feeling either someone's going to end up in jail or somebody was going to die. And I didn't want him to hurt nobody or get hurt. He posted our conversation when I walked up on him on Broadway. I never thought he would have posted it because I'm a woman of color. So why would he want...
Are you seeing this? Domino's just added.
All right. So, see, you heard what this woman said. This is a separate interview. Now, she didn't want him to get hurt. She loved him or whatever the hell. So he wasn't doing those things back then and saying those things back then. So I told y'all before, if y'all remember, I remember seeing this little fat motherfucker. He used to do these little videos. They used to pop up on my feed of him talking about his journey to losing weight and getting fit and all that and whatever. All he did was lost weight. Motherfucker was dressed up in a blue fairy dress and shit. He had no facial hair and his little nerd-ass Fred Flintstone haircut. So this is why he ended up growing his hair long and growing that big, stupid Dominic Mysterio-looking fucking racist-ass looking mustache because he wanted to completely look like a different person. So he's back here getting pegged by this black woman.
I found out later that he does something called in real life streaming. So he streams in real time. So when he posted it, the caption said that I was a crack whore and that he's a raw dog in the trailer. So I clapped back. I'm like, all right, if you're going to say we say it all. And then that blew up and now I'm here.
How do you know Chud?
Through weed. First, he just was the plug.
Okay.
But then we became friends, and then he would come to my house when I throw parties and stuff.
So he was the plug.
Did he seem?
He was getting other white men to come to her.
Like, he was one of us. All his friends were black. Like, all his friends were black. He listened to our music. He ate our food.
Probably through the drugs and
showed us
everything.
weed. Like, it was shocking to see him turn
Was the
into
weed good?
That was the plug.
He was the plug for the weed,
Best
okay.
weed in Clarksville. All the
It was
college
bringing
kids
a clientele too.
When you learned what he was doing online, his content, what was your initial reaction?
I was in a state of denial. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was at work. I do security. My homegirl was like, hey, you saw this? I'm like, don't be something else. So she's showing me I'm going down the rabbit hole. And I'm like, what happened to him? We remained friends all throughout my life, even when I moved away from Clarksville. The last time we spoke to each other was in 2022. And the only reason why we stopped talking to each other was because my brother had got murdered and I kind of spiraled a bit. So I fell off the face of the planet for a while. When I finally see him again, to see him like that, I just couldn't believe it. I prayed and I was like, God, please put him in my path because this is only going to end in one of two ways. Someone's going to jail or someone's getting killed. 2 days later, I bumped right into him. I was doing DoorDash on Broadway. I made a left and he was right there. And I had to take a moment. I got out the car and that's when I approached him and tried to figure out what happened.
So you got a chance to look back and see.
See, and it's funny because it sounds like...
Okay. She's still in denial. And key thing, she said all his friends were black. So, you know what? Let me play the role so I don't get my ass beat by these niggas. So let me just roll with it. See, what I tell you before. Smoke weed with black people. Help them just do something around them and do shit that black people do. And they, yo, he a real nigga, yo. That's what they do. They accept them. Now, she's still in denial, because even for her to say that, and she's talking about after seeing this, talking about she didn't want him to hurt nobody, and she didn't want anybody to hurt him. Nah, right there, an automatic cutoff should have been there, because you understood at that point, he's playing a fucking role with you the whole time. This was always in him. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he's claiming to not be racist. He's talking about how that word controls people. Why are you so hell-bent on being able to say whatever you want about black people and think that nothing's supposed to happen? They shouldn't feel some type of way because, of a word. Y'all using that bullshit punk-ass term, chimping out and all that. Nah, at the end of the fucking day, she is one of these black people, listening to her talk, she's one of these black people, like I said, that don't really care how you see things as long as you and her got something going that she likes. She really don't care. Maybe she wouldn't want you to direct it at her, but all of this praying to God bullshit, this imaginary sky daddy, but you see where his ass is, right? Well, the only thing that she got mad at more than anything was him making it known that he screwed her and calling her a crackhead. But as far as all this other stuff he's doing and she's saying she's in denial, she can't believe it. Again, see, black people don't give a fuck about black people. Now, the chick that's doing a video that's exposing him, she's saying there's nothing wrong with cross-dressing and all that, and she's friends with whoever. Okay, that's their business. What I'm saying, overall, at the end of the day, he's a piece of shit. And the fact of the matter is, that's part of black people problem. Is every time somebody do some racist shit towards us, you got somebody still trying to play neutral and still open to being cool with this motherfucker. I don't care about your personal issues, your personal feelings. Like, well, we were friends. I could care less about that. He's a scumbag. Just like Mike Tyson sticking up for Donald Trump because Donald Trump invested in him because he saw money in your fucking stupid ass, but you don't see that. So fuck what he does to other black people. I don't have a problem with him because he never did it to me. Then he gonna, oh, what was your name again? Trying to act like he didn't know who she was. Oh, Lana, I don't remember you that much. But never did he deny getting pegged by this black woman, but he's calling black people chimps and niggas and all of that, right? And tried to kill one and planned on it and planned on making a race war. And she's still in denial. And she said he was the plug. All of his friends were black. Yes, that's why he played the role. That's why he played the role. Guaranteed he's not in touch with any of those black dudes that he was so-called friends with back then. We saying the same thing happened where a white father made his son apologize for calling these particular kids niggas. And what did the mother say? We fed you, you ate been in our house, you hang out with us, right? Same thing. And what did she say? He ate our food, he used to hang out with. Exactly. Because you guys are fooled by these people. And like she said, she was in denial, and she still is. Because I don't give a fuck how cool we were. We're not cool now. You cannot possibly say and do the things you've done. And I'm going to find it in you that somehow I still got some type of feelings for you. Hell, you got people who make babies together. They break up and all of a sudden you hate the motherfucker. You want to see him homeless out on the streets and yeah, hey, look at that nigga. Now he's suffering. Somehow she got feelings for the racist. But yeah, let me see if there's any more being talked about by this woman named Lana.
Without clout, without all this other shit, Dalton was a decent person, at least in her experience.
Okay.
I have to be really honest with you guys. I think that the whole Chud the Builder thing is kind of funny because it's a microcosm of a lot of stuff.
It's not funny at all to me. I just want to see if there's any more. Okay, no, looks like it's just the rest of the video of her talking. All right, well, salute to her for providing this video. But at the end of the day, this is what I've been telling you guys for the longest time, man. You got people around you and you don't really know who they are. And no matter what you know about them, you find yourself trying to make excuses for them. That's always been a weakness of black people. Like, black people will see something in other people that's wrong, but they'll pray for them. Like she talking about, she prayed that God bring her to him, like what she was going to save him or something, right? This is what black people do. Pray for change in this person. Pray for something to happen that you know, this person turns around. You got to believe in Jesus. Leave it up to Jesus. Yeah. Well, maybe God will maybe your imaginary sky daddy will slow down the order of men that's gonna be bending his bitch ass over in jail. Maybe they won't kill him or beat him down right away. Maybe they'll just peg him first, and as long as he comply, they'll let him live, so they can just completely go up and violate him whenever they want to. Nah, but we know what he really needs to happen to him in there. At the end of the day, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. That's what these frauds are about. So now all of these racist people that sitting up there supporting him and wanting to see him free and donated 200 grand to him, and yeah, his access to this money was denied. Great. Now, just imagine he had a black woman bending him over, and the rest of his bitch made little buddies or whoever. Yeah, this is what people do. This is what they do. And the fact of the matter is, I told you, the only reason that motherfucker mentioned it before in his videos is because he was trying to get it out there just in case something is ever said, because it's something from his past. That's why he tried to completely change his identity. And I told y'all he used to be a little fat motherfucker. And he was talking about his journey to losing weight. Then all of a sudden, because I didn't even recognize who the fuck he was at first. Then all of a sudden, because I see that Chud The Builder shit, right? But at the end of the day, he looked like a whole different person. And turns out that, yeah, it's the same guy. But all of a sudden now he's on this racist shit. How you walking around here calling black people chimps and niggers and talk about splattering their brains all over the ground and calling them niggers. And saying, who is this guy? This is not the same. No, there's a lot of people who I've seen things out of them in life, and I'm like, what happened to you? Right? What the fuck happened? Right? But it was always in that person. It was always in there. But he just, I guess for safety reasons, was like, nah, I'm going to use these niggas for protection. I'm going to hang out with them. Yeah. So no, he wasn't a good person. He was never a decent person. He was always a scumbag. And in fact, usually when people do the type of shit he do, they always talk about how niggers did this to me. No, with racist white folks, it ain't got nothing to do with what there's nothing nobody did to them. They're just racist. But for someone that used to hang out with black people or whatever, they try to make some excuse about black people did this or that to me, right? You never heard him say any of this type of shit, right? Everything about him, and if he brings up his past, that type of shit is going to come up. But when she's like, yeah, I used to peg you. She's telling him, I used to peg you. And he's looking stupid. And bottom line, imagine you being in a relationship. Just imagine you being in a relationship with somebody and that person get mad at you. You guys are two different ethnicities, and that person is like, hey, nigger, come here. And you don't like it. And you say, look, I married you, didn't I? Okay, you got my little nigger babies. I'm not racist. I just believe in freedom of speech. And if I feel like saying something, that I should. And if you love me, you respect that. Is that what we're going to do from now on? Somebody just going to marry you or date you and use racial slurs? Or just say whatever they want? Are we going to start going to police stations now? Going, hey, man, I got a bomb. I'm about to blow this place up. How are we going to start going to courtrooms and hopping on airplanes, making bomb threats and all? We going to start and just saying it's freedom of speech? I just felt like saying it. Like, grow up. He was never a good person. It's as simple as that. And whatever feelings she had for him, I don't know. Well, she spoke about that. This guy was always a fucking loser. It's just a lot of times you find, like I said, black people are more tolerant when it comes to people of other ethnicities, especially when it comes to racist white people, because they will just always try to find good in you. I'm trying to find something in you that I can say to you. You ever see them superhero movies? Which one was it? Especially like one particular comes to mind. It's like with Magneto and Professor X, right? Professor X is always trying to tap into the good side. He remembered things about him that was, good. And now it's only a movie and it's made up characters. But I mean, the same principles apply in real life, right? To that shit is like, nah, he always had it in him. If somebody, let me tell you something. Just like the black kid that was one of the people that helped kill Julio Fulio. Yeah, went to church, went to private school, and had both parents. It didn't make a difference. Still the same results, right? It's somebody who did the opposite of what he did. So what? So it's in you. It's in you. You're not a straight man, and all of a sudden you on your knees blowing somebody, and oh, I'm not gay. I was just bored that day, or I just was curious. Right, right. So you don't want to admit what you are. You're in denial about what you are. We heard Ray J talk about, I came out the closet a long time ago. I came out that closet shit and all, right? All that nonsense he was talking, then he's trying to explain how he was trying to screw and he went to go put it in and it wouldn't go in. He felt something and all, then he went in the other hole and all. He's trying to explain it. Like, bro, how many times have you had sex that you don't know what the hole feel like or where it's supposed to be? You go to put something in and you feel something round and fat or whatever the fuck, and yeah, you should know, okay, a woman don't have that. Oh, so, maybe it's her belly button. Oh, that's your fist balled up? Well, let me see. Let me go further down. Like, really? He's trying to explain it. You wouldn't have had to explain it. You would just be like, yeah, so I did it. I knew she was a trans, and so what? I did it. That's what you would have said, right? That's when a person is full of shit. It's always been in him. It's always been there. There is no man on this fucking earth that has anything I want. All of a sudden, I'm going through shit with women to the point where I just want to know. But then on top of that, you find yourself in a position where you're trying to explain, well, I didn't know at first. But then when I knew, it was too late. I already did it. Oh, I know. You just couldn't pull out, huh? You wanted to. A person is not so-called colorblind. All of a sudden, then they're racist. No, it was always there. I went to school with people like that. I was around situations where people came clean later about their parents. I told you when I was on the wrestling team, I used to go walk down to the school with this guy, and he was a white dude. Every time I would go to his house, the other white students would be up in the house. And he'd be right down. And I'm like, nah, fuck this. This dude's in my house, eating our food, drinking out of our glasses and everything, using our silverware and our china, not plastic cups and plastic forks and shit. Understand? And I noticed, I said, nah, I see what this is. I'm not stupid, but this is what I'm telling you. And when they live in an area where it's predominantly more black people, yeah, for safety reasons, they'll go along with, hey, let me try to fit in. That's what they do. Once they get to the point where they feel like they don't have to do that anymore, maybe there's a resentment there. Maybe they felt like a bitch now because I was pretending to be something I wasn't. Now I get to be who I really am. It's not about a freedom of speech. It's about I can now be who I really am. This little racist, fat, stupid-looking piece of shit who's now in jail for shooting a black man. Yeah. And he sat in the restaurant. Is a good person going to order food and then not pay for it? So whatever ups and downs this woman was having in life or whatever she was going through, he was there, so she had some kind of connection with him, and then he was allowing her to bend him over and all that, and she made money and all this kind of shit. Okay, whatever, who cares? That's her personal bullshit. But the fact of the matter is, he's a piece of shit all around the board. And he's a little fairy. That's what he was dressed as anyway, right? So yeah, he's getting bent over by a black female, but he's over here calling people niggas and chimps and all of that, and shot a motherfucker, and was trying to start a race war. But yet he's not racist. And if he can get this black woman to sit here and say he's not racist, I don't know. Nah. He was always racist. You just didn't know. It's no different that you're dating someone. That person says to you, I love you more than anything in this world. I would never hurt you. I would never lie to you. I would never cheat on you. I would never lie on you. Then all of a sudden that person does everything that they said they wouldn't do. And you're going, oh, this is peculiar. I can't believe she did that. That's not really her. No, she was always like that. From the time she said that shit, even if she didn't realize that she had it in her, it was always there. You don't all of a sudden just now you're a liar and a cheat. No, you were always that. You might have even had strong feelings for this person, but at some point, your true side, your true nature gonna come in. Because even if that person don't know, you're still doing damage behind their back, right? So they only hurt when they know that you're doing what you did. You get caught. But as long as you can get away with it, I will never hurt you. I love you. Yeah, right. Um, and that's bottom line. That naive, still haven't grown up, still haven't really embraced the reality that this dude is a piece of shit. That's what he always was, and you made him no better or no different. That's who he is. And the fact of him standing here telling her, oh, he don't really remember her. Oh, but he was eating your food. He was hanging out with you. He was getting weed for you. He was getting bent over. Yeah, but he don't remember you. Yeah, that was for the cameras. It is just like what was said. Same thing. What I said is, yeah, because he don't want his racist supporters to, man, you sold out. You were with a nigger. You were with a chimp. That's what that shit is. Bitch ass. Look where you at now. Stupid motherfucker. But that's what your boy Chud was. That's what he is. Racist piece of shit. And I'm clowning his racist ass. Yeah, so Lana was bending your bitch ass over. You were a little fat piece of shit. You still look like shit. And then you fucking drew that stupid looking mustache. You did all of that. And for what reason? You did all of that to try to erase your past. Not just from the minds of the people that were around you, but from your own mind. And that racist tirade is to help you further stamp it out. And you didn't expect to run into Lana. You thought she was gone, removed from your life, and she ran into you doing fucking Uber Eats, she said, right? Or DoorDash or whatever, and saw you. And your bitch ass tried to act like you didn't remember who she was. I'm Dalton, always been Dalton. Then I am a Chud. Yeah. She circled, she spun the block and came back for your stupid ass. And you were out there and she confronted you. Y'all couldn't see it, but the white woman was standing covering her mouth laughing because she's saying it to his face. I used to peg you and this and this and this and that. Yeah, and since they're standing there recording it, it's all on video. Yeah, so when they made the video and said that he used to raw dog this crackhead. First of all, what's that to brag about? Because a lot of crackheads, they have diseases and they fuck anybody for some crack. You understand what I'm saying? And you could have fucking contracted the disease and you're sitting up here bragging about it. But at the same time, well, she used to bend you over. So what did you gain? And what is that to be proud of that you fucked the crackhead? Yeah. Chud. Crud. Mud. You dumpster shit, you. That's what your boy was doing. So all your racists out there that support him, all these racist supporters, that's what he was doing, getting bent over by a black woman. By a black fucking female. Yeah. Y'all still want to support him? Huh? Cause what y'all gonna do now? Call him a nigger lover now? Huh? Racist? Fairy ass. I got something for your ass. We not done ragging on you. Anyway, that's all I got for you right now. Catch you on the next video.